Today we're diving into the world of a truly formidable marine creature. We're talking about the notorious box jellyfish. You'll find these incredible animals primarily in the Indo-Pacific region, especially around northern Australia. Their name alone is enough to make seasoned divers and beachgoers pay very close attention. This creature has earned its fearsome reputation, and we're about to see exactly why. One of its most dangerous traits is its appearance, or rather, its lack of one. They are almost completely transparent, sometimes with a pale blue tinge, making them virtually invisible in the water. Their bell, the main body, is distinctly cube-shaped, which is how they get their name. Some species can grow quite large, with bells reaching the size of a human head. Packed within that seemingly flimsy, gelatinous body is one of the most potent biological weapon systems on the entire planet. The box jellyfish is living proof that in the wild you can never judge a book by its cover. This creature is beautiful, yes, but it is also exceptionally deadly. It's often called the ocean's silent assassin, and for very good reason. It strikes without any warning. This silent, invisible threat is what makes encounters so terrifying and underscores why understanding this animal is so crucial for anyone venturing into its territory. Let's get a closer look at what makes the box jellyfish such an effective predator. First off, that distinctive cube-shaped bell. This boxy structure is actually quite important for how they move. They can propel themselves through the water with surprising speed, some clocking in at up to 6 meters per minute. Trailing from each of the four corners of that boxy bell are the real weapons, the tentacles. A single box jellyfish can have up to 15 tentacles growing from each corner, meaning a total of up to 60 deadly arms. These tentacles can also be incredibly long, some stretching out for a staggering 3 meters. Each one of those long tentacles is armed with millions of microscopic stinging cells. When triggered, these nematocysts inject their venom with incredible speed and precision. The sheer power packed into these structures is what makes the box jellyfish one of the deadliest animals in the ocean. So what actually happens when that venom gets into your system? Well, it's not just one single toxin. The venom of a box jellyfish is a complex chemical cocktail, a potent brew designed to paralyze and kill prey almost instantly. This venom is a multi-system attacker. It goes for the cardiovascular system, the nervous system, and the skin cells all at the same time. One of the most critical and life-threatening impacts of box jellyfish venom is on the heart. The toxins can cause a person's blood pressure to shoot up to dangerously high levels. That's called severe hypertension. In the worst-case scenarios, the venom can lead to full-blown cardiac arrest, stopping the heart completely. The pain from a box jellyfish sting is legendary. The speed at which box jellyfish venom takes hold is truly one of its most frightening characteristics. The true danger of the box jellyfish really hits home when you hear the stories of those who've had the misfortune of encountering one. Let's consider a truly heartbreaking scenario, like that of a young child playing happily in shallow, seemingly safe waters in northern Australia. One moment it's an idyllic beach scene, the next it's a nightmare. The child, full of joy, accidentally brushes against those almost invisible trailing tentacles. Within minutes, despite the frantic efforts of parents and the quick arrival of paramedics, the potent venom overwhelms their small body. These tragic incidents are a stark, brutal reminder of the lethal power hidden just beneath the surface. But not all encounters end in tragedy, though survival often comes with a heavy price. Imagine a strong, fit adult swimmer who gets stung across their arm and torso. They might describe the pain as feeling like they're being branded with multiple white-hot irons. These survivor stories underscore the sheer torment inflicted by the venom, but also offer vital hope. With immediate and correct first aid, lives can and are saved. The multi-eyed predator. Hunting with surprising sophistication. One of the most fascinating things about box jellyfish is that they aren't just passive drifters like many of their jellyfish relatives. They can actually propel themselves through the water with considerable speed and agility. Now get this, it's truly astounding, but these creatures are equipped with a remarkably sophisticated visual system. They have not just 2 or 4, but 24 eyes. These eyes are arranged in 4 clusters of 6 called rhopalia. What's even more incredible is that some of these eyes are surprisingly complex. They have structures that are very much like the lenses, retinas, and corneas that you'd find in the eyes of much more advanced animals. This active and often visually assisted hunting strategy is a key factor in their ecological success and their fearsome reputation. Mapping the menace: where and when to be vigilant. Knowing where these dangerous creatures live is the first step to staying safe. Box jellyfish are predominantly found in the warm coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific region. Northern Australia is particularly notorious for hosting some of the most dangerous species, like often called the Australian box jellyfish. You'll find them in the waters off Queensland, the Northern Territory, and also parts of Western Australia. But their deadly reach extends much further than that. Dangerous species of box jellyfish are also present throughout Southeast Asian waters. Being aware of these high-risk geographical zones is absolutely fundamental. Their presence isn't a constant threat all year round. There are definite seasonal patterns to their appearance in shallower coastal waters. Local authorities in these affected regions usually issue very clear warnings during these peak seasons, and it's absolutely vital to listen to them. And navigating the danger: essential safety in box jellyfish territory. One of the most effective ways to shield yourself in waters where box jellyfish might be present is to create a physical barrier. That means covering your skin. Full-body stinger suits, which are typically made from lycra or a specialized thin neoprene material, are highly recommended by safety experts in these regions. Whenever you have the choice, opt to swim at beaches that are patrolled by lifeguards. Even better, look for beaches that have stinger-resistant enclosures or nets installed. Having a bottle of ordinary household vinegar with you is an absolutely essential item for any beach kit if you're in box jellyfish territory. If someone is unfortunate enough to be stung, the primary first aid step is to immediately and liberally douse the affected area of skin with vinegar. You need to keep pouring it on for at least 30 seconds. This action helps to neutralize any undischarged nematocysts that are still clinging to the skin, preventing them from firing and injecting even more venom into the victim. Crucially, you must not rub the area, as this can actually trigger more stings. And remember, vinegar is for deactivation of the stingers. It doesn't relieve the pain or counteract the venom already in the system. Urgent medical help is still absolutely vital. Often, the simplest safety measure is just good old-fashioned avoidance. Respecting the silent threat, the box jellyfish's deadly reign in your next quest. So, after our deep dive, it's absolutely clear that the box jellyfish stands as one of the ocean's most venomous inhabitants. These creatures, with their almost ghostly, transparent appearance and their utterly silent approach, carry a sting so incredibly potent it can cause unimaginable agony. They pose a serious, life-threatening risk, and they command immense respect from anyone who ventures into the warm coastal waters they call home. Their complex, fast-acting venom and their incredibly efficient delivery system make them a true and terrifying force of nature. Scientists all over the world are continuing to study box jellyfish. They're working hard to better understand their incredibly complex venom, their fascinating behaviors, and their precise ecological role in the marine environment. This research is absolutely vital. Respecting these animals and the habitats they live in is key to coexisting safely and appreciating the incredible biodiversity of our planet's oceans. So, now I want to hear from you lot. What deadly creature do you think we should put under the microscope for our next big adventure? Get your suggestions in.